back once again, final editions of Inside the Headset on the campus of Riverdale High School. Got with me the head coach of the Warriors, head coach Will Kriesky. How you doing today, Coach?
Good, doing a lot better than last week.
I guarantee it. And take us through that, because let's just jump right into it. That's East Nashville, and come away with a win and got on the road, and you knew they were going to be a tough opponent. They were undefeated, but you kind of talked, and I didn't know really, even when we finished last Tuesday's practice, I kind of heard some of the conversation that you were trying to tell your kids, and it was just that, like, the end is coming. You have to wake up. You have to decide where you want to be in this game. And they made a decision on Friday night, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. We've been stressing the last 2 weeks. Be present. Be present. Don't worry about the future. We can't worry about the past. Be present. Be here right now. And, they kind of took it to heart. We don't need to be worried about what we're going to be doing in January or where we're going to college, things like that. We just need to worry about Riverdale football. And last week it was East Nashville, and this week it's Stewart's Creek. If we start worrying about other things that we can't control, it's no good. We're no good. We're no good as a teammate.
Well, and I thought, in the earlier games, and I'm not a football coach, but maybe it was when you see the play develop and the pass is missed on a crucial third down, you think, well, the quarterback made a bad pass, or the receiver didn't catch the football. It's a lot of other things that could have thrown something off, that could have, just spoiled that play. And it was just a bunch of them piled up. But it seems like the timing, or what you all were missing, or the puzzle piece fit better on Friday night than it has in the previous Fridays.
Yeah. For the first time all year, we played a complete game in all phases.
And you've been begging for that. Every interview we have had, every time you said, boy, I wish we could put one together, Stark. I wish we could put together a drive, go down the field. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, change move, 1, 2. We go through the motions.
Yeah, even Friday night, even if we didn't score, we at least would get a couple of first downs. It wasn't just a three and out punt,
And that gets depressing on a team. You don't have anything that you can say to them, and neither do the assistant coaches. Sorry, we went 3 down and out. It's hard to give them an answer real fast. Get on out there, we'll get it back next time. Is about all you can say.
Yeah, and I felt like, our special teams played really good. Our mom would kick it in the corner, or Ryan Evanston did a good punt off. We did a great job with our coverage. Coverage teams, both at punt and kickoff, because, like Oakland.
You can play defense. It's not a problem playing defense. You play great defense against Smyrna. You can play defense. It's just about putting together that offense when you get the ball.
Yeah, and so, I felt like we did some good things Friday. And offensive line played well. Graham played well. Our receivers, talked about Ryan Evanston, had over 120 yards receiving. Caught 2 touchdowns. He played really well. And, Ryan's on the field, plays every position for us. But, like I said, it's a complete game. And that's what, we've been asking all year for a complete game. And, we got to carry it over. We got to be.
That was really, kind of last week. You kind of shifted into playoff mode. Maybe they didn't feel it, but boy, they really feel it this week, don't they, Coach?
Yeah. So they know that you've got to win to be in. That's it. Win to be in. So they know that that's coming, and we've got to stay focused. And Coach Cardell, they're on a win streak. They're doing good. They've been rolling. So, we got a tough, Stewart's Creek team coming in here.
Yeah.
And there's more than anything they would love to do to knock off Riverdale and put them in the playoffs.
Absolutely. It would be a huge win for them and their program to come up here and to keep you out.
Yes.
Keep you out. Not just to win, but to keep you from going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's going to be big. And when I talk to him, it's going to be about Ben and him going to be trying to come up here and get into the playoffs, because they had such a rickety start. They did, as they kind of got started with their season. They couldn't. That first win was Franklin, I think.
Yes.
So they had a rickety start to find themselves, to see if they could find some wins. But you're right, they beat Montvale and they beat Siegel, so they've had a couple of good wins here as of lately in the region to come on and be a factor.
Yeah, and they play Blackburn real close. They're doing good. They're really consistent. They move the ball really well. Offensively, they got a lot of speed. They're big up front. The quarterback does a great job just leading that offense.
I thought so. I saw him against Rockville and walk sidelines. I agree with what you're saying.
I think he does exactly what the coach is asking him to do, and he leads them, and he's just a good leader. You can tell, the kids are believing in him. And, they play better when he can. they do a good job. You know, we got our defense has a tough job Friday night. You know, we got to be able to stop him and stop Ote and the other kid ran from over 200 yards against Wilson Central. So that's enough. You know, that'd be another tough battle. So you know, we got to play well in our faces. Like you said, it's playoff time. It's playoff time for Louisville.
If I ask any question, I've kind of asked all the a certain question or thing, but as far as, you know, when you dig through this season and everything, and you look at the 2022 season of the Riverdale Warriors and everything, and this group, and trying to teach kids how to play the game of football, be young men, and it's been, I guess, one of these that, you know, where you have, as a coach, has been challenged, you know, to try to keep things, where do you, when you look back upon it, what do you kind of think of as you say, it's been some highlights that you say, man, you know, I didn't know that was going to happen, or I didn't know this was going to happen in this season?
Well, you know, I think the big thing with this group is I'm really proud of how they stuck together.
Yeah.
You know, because they could have folded the tent early in the season. You know, you see a lot of negativity and, you know, kids with social media and things like that, and they stayed focused and locked in the whole season. Even, you know, through fall break and then through Oakland week and East Nashville, and that's what I'm really proud of. You know, how they stayed locked in. I felt like the seniors did a good job leading this group.
That will take them later on in life.
Yes.
Those moments here will help them later on in life. They don't realize it, but it will. It will, because even you guys, all you coaches, what are you talking about when you played high school football?
Exactly, and that's what I told them last week. I said, you know, you'll go back to, you know, your high school, and the people you talk to most people in this room. That's who, when you come back to visit, you'll talk to these guys in this room. You know, you may not talk to the guy in your math class or science class, but you're going to remember who sits next to you in these meetings, who sits next to you in the locker room, who lifted weights with you. You remember those guys, and you stay in touch with those guys.
You know, and it's funny you said that, because Sonny went down to Phillips Hall of Fame deal, and I was asking, says, who did you see? Who did you see? And he says, I think I saw that. He goes, now I know who that was. That was so-and-so, because I was asking him all these things. That was so, you know, he said, Stork, you do better with names, and you wasn't even there. And I was just, you know, but yeah, you're right. You know, you do. You remember, you see those kids, you say, I knew that's who that was, but I couldn't get that, you know, couldn't get the name in my head, or, you know. But you're right. You remember those guys when you're down there, and it's the way it is. One thing, I appreciate you coming on every week, visiting with me. We're just in this moment, sharing some time about the Riverdale Warriors. It's important, Rutherford County football. Been one of the pillars. And, you know, and I enjoy coming over here. And second of all, your staff on Friday nights, all of them, and will welcome us Friday night with open arms, and get here about 3:30. David usually plays music at 3:45, and we're conversating, and we all have a great relationship, and it's all about the kids, and we pour our hearts into it. I just appreciate it. It's just a pleasure to come over here and put on a game, and you know you're welcomed, and it doesn't matter if I'm at the concession stand or whatever I'm doing. Everybody knows who we are, and they give us whatever we want, and we really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate what you do for these kids. You know, get their name out there. You know, you never know who might come on the video and watch this and watch the game and watch the highlights that you put out there. So we, as a coaching staff, as Riverdale, Ms. Turnbull, and I talk to you a lot. You know, we all really appreciate what you do for us and what you do for Rutherford County football. You really help promote the game.
Well, I enjoy it, and Anthony and I have a good time, and boy, it's just a pleasure. So, kids, it's no secret. I mean, right here on Friday night, I mean, hey, it's going to be a great game. Stork Vision is going to bring that game, but I promise you, most of you will want to be here. Kickoff's at 7 o'clock at Tomahawk Stadium.